online homepage here. And as financial secretary, it gives me, access to kind of the applications. One being member management. That's where you can add members, change degrees, be able to change addresses, deactivate, members. It really kind of control the members, contact information and overall status. And then member billing, of course, when I do, the billing, create the bills, post payments, all of those type of things. Tend to use these two occasionally, but rarely. One night skier, we do things like maybe order rosary beads or something like that, right? Or supplies. Again, getting things like membership cards or those type of items. You can order online here. So I'm going to go to member billing. And my objective here is twofold, right? I want to be able to just take a quick look at the billing information to make sure it's correct, the bills are going when we send the invoices out to the right place. And second, to actually create the bills, to create the assessments themselves. So you can see here, we've got Bob's address in here, so we're good there. And this is the address we're going to use when we create the bills. Let's see real quick. We want to go and you can see actually up here those icons that are available earlier around member management. This is where you can go in and maintain members. Member billing, again, where you can go in and do things like, in our case, we want to create our assessments. So it's actually pretty easy. And there's multiple assessments potentially throughout the year. You can do a first billing, and then 60 days later do a second billing, and then there's like a to retain and one other billing. Normally there's 4 billings. If you're going to deactivate members, particularly you want to get rid of members because maybe they aren't participating, they aren't paying their dues, they've moved away, whatever, right? You really need to go through all of those steps to get someone taken off your roster. I did that about maybe 4 years ago. It was pretty time consuming and labor intensive, but we were able to shed some of the older members. Or not really older members that, really weren't knights effectively. So I go in and you pick your time period, pick your date, and just click on the assess dues, and that'll go through and create basically the receivables, create dues for each one of the members. Of course, members that are deacons or financial hardship, I think we have one of those, or anyone over 80 they won't generate an assessment. They're not given a due. So say okay here. So you do that first, and the second thing you have to do is process the assessment. So you go in here, and I've done this already, but once you do the assessment, second, you'll see it right here as a line. Just go through and process it. So at this point, you've actually created all the receivables. So each member will, if you look them up, you'll see that they owe dues for the year, right? And the last part of this is going to the print center. And within here, you'll see voucher reports, membership cards, treasurer reports. We want to go to retention. I believe it's in here. And actually billing, I'm sorry. Go into billing, and you have the first notice. And email doesn't work. I've tried to get this going a couple times where it's directly emailed out to the members, but I end up mailing it. And I just click here, and all this does, you click on generate, and it'll go ahead and download a PDF, and you can print that. Now, in terms of envelopes, got a couple options. You could get the window a envelope with 2 windows on it, right? And then stuff those and send it out. I often will do just a printing. So I get blank envelopes and then just use Word to send a file to that and create those envelopes. That's really it for the generation of the billing itself. So it's pretty straightforward, just a couple steps there. Generating it, going through and sending, processing it, and then printing it.